The movie Karate Kid is an absolute classic. If you don't know what that means, it means it's old. Old, but it's good. If you haven't seen that movie, there is a character in there called Daniel LaRusso, and he gets beat up a little bit by these cool kids that know karate. And so he finds an older man named Mr. Miyagi who teaches him karate, but in a pretty untraditional way. He has him, Daniel, do all these tasks to learn karate. Now, if you've seen the movie, do you remember the order of them? The first one was wax the car, and he had to go outside circles like this. The next one was paint the fence, up and down, and then it was sand the floor, motions like this, and then paint the house, back and forth. And Daniel gets upset, saying, this is meaningless, what you're asking me to do. And then finally he realizes that Mr. Miyagi was teaching him this muscle memory, and these are all karate moves to do blocks. Sorry if that scared you when I was doing those there. What he thought was meaningless had purpose. Where in your life do you feel like following God is just getting meaningless? Like you're going in circles and you're just not getting anywhere. And all these people around you are fast tracking in life because they're cheating. They're not following God's word, and you're following God's word and just being stuck in circles. Well, you feel just like the Israelites felt. The Israelites in Joshua chapter 6, they're going into the new promised land after their 40-year camping trip that they had. And all of a sudden they encounter this huge city of Jericho, massive walls. And how does God say he's going to give them the victory? How does God say, I don't fail, trust me? March around the city and say nothing and go home. And they did that. And they came back and did it again on the second day and on the third day. And they kept feeling this is meaningless. This is pointless. And eventually on the seventh day, God said, now do it 7 times. And then a shout was to ring out from them. This comes from Joshua chapter 6. Joshua commanded the army, this is on the 7th time around, shout, for the Lord has given you the city. And as they shouted in trust to God, those walls came tumbling down. God doesn't fail. If in your life right now you feel like it's pointless, it's meaningless, following God's word is actually hurting me, it's not helping me, and you're getting frustrated, shout for joy, shout for trust in God, and know that you're just like those Israelites right now. You're marching around the city, but you're being faithful. And God in his timetable, and God in his way, will have those problems in your life crumble down. Maybe not the way you intended, but the way he does. God never fails. If you ever want proof of that, look at Jesus. The disciples thought that they were doing a meaningless thing in the city on Holy Week, and Jesus is supposed to throw off the Romans. They don't know what's going on, but God never fails. His purpose, his plan is always to love you, forgive you, bless you, and keep you. So keep marching, keep trusting, and know that God never fails.